Today I am very grateful to God for grace. When I woke up this morning, I woke up very heavy and I felt like I needed to speak to God or just be in his presence. And you know how the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak? That's exactly how I felt. So for 2 hours I was just tossing and turning and wasted hours, right? Hopefully not wasted, but anyways, so I'm up at this time and I'm tired. It feels like it's later than it actually is right now. But today, 11th of August 2026, went very well. I had multiple engagements. In fact, I honestly don't know how I coped through the day without coffee, without any kind of stimulant. Hello. Without any kind of stimulant whatsoever. I did not drink any. I ate though. I ate. Like, you know how you're going for war? Today I had a class in the morning. I had a 10 o'clock, 10:20 presentation. And then afterwards I had 1 2 3 interviews back to back, right? So I'm gonna be talking through this entire time. It's yesterday I told you that my sister brought me beans, cooked nice beans like this with squishy bread. That's what I ate for breakfast. Yeah. So I was like someone that was going to war this morning. I went just so that you can sort of scratch off one thing that's wrong, that can go wrong in the day. And it was a high energy day. Interestingly, it was a very high energy day. I don't know how I didn't feel like this, obviously, because I used up all my energy, right? So what am I grateful for today? Today I saw someone that I haven't seen in a while. First of all, I went to church. It's Tuesday. I made it to church. I'm grateful to God. I finally listened to Sunday service recording. It was quite powerful. I'm going to listen to it again because right now, I remember only one thing he said. One thing. Because I wasn't absorbing a lot, but I'm going to listen to it again. And I think the part that I remember he said was, attempt things that you're not ready for and that you cannot afford at this point. Don't play with me, because when you tell me that, you know that I'm going to go and find trouble, right? So attempt things that I can't afford. Of course I'm going to do that. Attempt things that I cannot, that I have no capacity for right now. Of course I'm going to do that. And that's how I get to the place where I am tired, I'm stressed out, all of that good stuff. But it always works out. So I'm happy to try it again. Hello. What else happened? Okay, so I was in such a great mood. I'll tell you how great a mood I was in. So I was in this great mood where I saw someone that I had maybe in the past, I think he rubbed me off slightly the wrong way. And you know how you just hold someone in your mind that this one, we can't be friends or whatever. So somewhere in my head, I kind of had him in that bucket. But immediately he saw me, he jumped out of the car. I was like, oh, hi, are you? He hugged me. Like, what? Long, distant friends. I said, I did, my guards were not even up. So as he hugged me like this, I just started gisting with him. It was later I remember that, why didn't I even talk to this guy? So there's some people in your life who, please review why you have a grudge with them, because I don't remember what it was. I think it was something really childish and small, but I was like, how could he? I just left him in one corner in my mind. But yeah, today I took my time and I spoke to him. At least I think I was with him for like an hour. Oh, happy birthday, Rivnate. I hope that I pronounced it correctly. Happy birthday. Thank you for spending some of it with me. Okay. Yeah, and it just shows that you have the capacity to love if you choose to love, right? You mustn't hold people in your mind, because what are you holding them for? You will really forget the thing. I didn't remember, honestly, I didn't remember what it was that I was holding him like this for. It was really childish, and to be fair, I don't have time for childish games, right? So we spoke, I gisted him, updated him, went, reviewed Oduduwa. I was like, oh, you guys are doing a fantastic job, this and that and the other. It was really, so yeah, that's one of the things that happened today. One of my friends remembered me from, only God knows what he was thinking about when he remembered me. So he sent me this picture that we took together a while back. This was a picture. He came for FIFA. I don't remember if there was some OGs here that know FIFA. It was basically us trying to replicate FIFA and fintech. So mixing those two, right? We're a fintech company trying to do a sports thing. Yeah, innovative, right? Right, I know. So he came. We invited him. He came. We sat down. We just did, and then we took a picture. So he now says that picture. When you used to love me, and I called him back immediately. Like, what do you mean by that? I still love you. And we chat talked, caught up. Oh, he's turning a milestone year this year, and I was like, oh my gosh, happy for you. Where are we celebrating? I was like, oh, not celebrating. Okay, cool. Catch up later. Okay, we'll catch lunch or whatever. So I think today the lesson was just review those grudges. They're almost baseless when you, after a while, it's no, you just know that you are dedicated to keeping this person away from your life. But why? Perhaps it was not something that they did out of ignorance in a season where they weren't thinking or they weren't mature or just mindless behavior, right? And then you hold them forever. There's some people who, ah, don't bring them out of that bucket. But there's just some that, you have grades of this thing. I don't even know whether people keep. It's not malice. I'm not malicious at all. I'm not vindictive. I'm not malicious. But they're just people that you're like, okay, stay in your corner. I'll stay in my corner. That kind of thing. Not malice. I hope that's not malice. Anyways, if it is, God forgive me. Have you? Okay, so what else? About today, I got fruits. I got a supply of fruits, so I'm very happy. What else happened? Today is one of my colleagues' birthdays. Happy birthday to her. Rebecca, that's her name. Happy birthday. What else happened? In church today, I didn't struggle with sleep. I think I know the tactics now. If it's too much, I'll stand up. But if it's not too much, I'll just be adjusting. You know when you just adjust like this, so that if in case you were sleeping, when you sleep and you don't know you're sleeping. Hey God, hey, I can be on the phone like this with somebody. I'll sleep off. I'm hearing what they're saying, and then I start to respond. It's when I hear my own response, I know I'm sleeping because I start saying nonsense. That's what I know I'm saying. So, anyways, in church, I was just moving about, shaking my body so that I don't get into that mode where I take off. Anyways, and the word today was very good. It was about contradictory seasons where she talked about David being anointed but still went back to shepherding, right? For a while. And then there were seasons where he was anointed, then Saul loved him, then Saul hated him, then Saul wanted him, and then finally he was then king. So he talked about Joseph, where he was almost forgotten in prison, even though he had this dream and it was clear that he was a chosen. Who is he? Is he chosen? So basically, she was just saying that, look, everybody has the season in their lives, and you're either going through it or just coming out of it, but everyone will go through it. And whatever you do, remember that God shares tokens of mercy in those seasons because he wants you to know that he's close. And this is something to build your character, and there's some blessings that will come after that. If you don't go through the season now, you will do that blessing anyhow. So basically that was what I got from that. So segue into my anchor scripture, which is Isaiah 42 verse 19, which basically says, look going in, I'm making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Can you see it? I see it. My eyes are open. My eyes are open. My confession is that I can see opportunities. I can hear about opportunities. I am bold and strong and courageous enough to take advantage of these opportunities. When people think about me, they think about favoring me. I benefit from people's kindness. I have access to unlimited amounts of kindness and faith and favor from men. My hands made for war, made for hard things, so that the bow still is broken by my hands. I don't know why I went into in in-house voice, but anyways, my confession, that's my confession. I get better every day. In every way I get better, spiritually, mentally, morally, financially, physically. I am getting better every day. God has taught me in the way of wisdom. He has led me in right paths. When I go out, my steps do not end in dark, narrow passages. I do not end up making wrong turns. Amen. All right, so if you've enjoyed this video, as I have, as much as I have made it, do you understand what I just said? I hope you do. I'm tired, sleepy, and just, I need to go and rest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and make the conscious effort to have a great week, because you make that conscious effort and it will happen. If you don't, oh, here's your case, you know. So don't just go into the week just like, oh, you know what, I'm just going into the week. No, you're going into the week with a word on your tongue about your life. You're going into the week saying the things that you want to say. If you do not say it, you will not see it. This is where I'm going to drop my basket, my pen of love in the basket. Thank you. Yes, I will take time to rest. Tomorrow is going to be a less busy day, not a chill day particularly, but a less busy day. Thank you so much for your concern and your love.